This legitimately is 3 kilos of seafood here. What's up everyone, I'm Chris. We got Steph behind the camera and we're hungry to travel. We are here on the island of Bohol in the Philippines, which is known for its unique chocolate hills as well as its Tarsiers sanctuary. We have a super fun food tour coming up, so buckle up for some yummy food. Come on, let's get eating.
Our first stop of the day here this morning is at the Bohol Bee Farm, which is an organic farm here on Panglao Island in Bohol. Now, they do a number of different delicacies here as well as make their own ice cream, and this is one of the things you have to do and see when you're here in Bohol. So let's get inside and explore around the farm. Come on. One of the things to try here is their organic ice cream. So this is the whole entire process where they are getting the coconut husks, which they are grating the coconut out of to make the coconut milk. Ice cream's getting made over here, and it's all a very sustainable process because the heat that they actually suck out of the buildings to keep it cool for the ice cream, they use to dry teas and different things like that. So it's a very sustainable farm here at the Bohol Bee Farm, and definitely we're gonna need to try this ice cream later because this lady's scooping some out and it looks pretty darn good. Interestingly enough, this is called the Bohol Bee Farm, but they no longer have any bees. They used to have about 200 colonies, but since the pandemic hit, they weren't able to get a hold of any queen bees, so now they really just focus on their organic foods, especially their ice cream. So let's get a try of that ice cream. We've made it to the Buzz ice cream shop. Ooh, some interesting flavors.
Hello.
Hello. Could we get one of the malunggay?
Yes.
And one of the ube?
Ube.
Yeah. Salamat po. All right, we've got our organic coconut milk-based ice cream. So we got 2 flavors. They're ube, which Bohol is famous for. They grow a lot of ube here, as well as the malunggay, which is an interesting, very unique flavor. I'm not sure what it's gonna taste like. That's the green. And you can see it is melting pretty much instantly. But what's super cool is they put it in cassava cones that they make themselves. That's kind of like a cassava chip. You can see it pretty much looks like a horn. It's actually pretty cool shape there. But I'm gonna have to dig in before it completely melts everywhere. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so that is like a thick ice cream. It's really creamy. The ube flavor is not as strong as I've had other ube flavors, but it's definitely there. That's nice. Honestly, it's mostly just super creamy, more so than I think your regular ice cream because you've got that coconut milk. It makes it so thick. Oh, that's tasty and very refreshing on this hot day. Let's give this cassava cone a try. Oh, interesting. So it's like a chip kind of flavor. That's nice. Very different than any kind of cone because it's actually a little bit almost salty, like kind of savory, than it is sweet. That goes well with the ice cream though, to be honest. Okay, getting into this malunggay now. Let's give it a try. Interesting. Flavor-wise, very earthy. Almost at first I was gonna say it reminds me of like a matcha, but not quite. It's just very earthy, kind of planty, to be honest, because malunggay is a plant. Almost just kind of herbal. That's interesting. And you can see how green it is. There's actually little dark green flecks in there. Maybe that's from the plant itself. But that's nice. It's different. It's not too sweet or anything like that. It's just nice and creamy and quite flavorful. I really like that. It's actually super unique. Very different than any ice cream I've tasted before. That is nice.
Ultimate lick.
Good idea. Good combo flavors there. I like that. You can see the ice cream is definitely their #1 seller. Pretty much everyone that's coming here stops by for an ice cream. And it's great because the whole entire compound is just free to go around and explore on your own. So it's great to get an ice cream and just wander around and check everything out. And they do have some real good organic ice cream. Interesting flavors too. This here is where they make the Calamay, which is a treat that's very special to Bohol. Now we just saw them add in 3 of the 4 main ingredients, the coconut milk, the muscovado sugar, and the honey. So they're just mixing it up here now on the wood fire. The 4th ingredient is a sticky glutinous rice. So I'm not sure how that's gonna go in, but it is smoky around here. I wonder if it's gonna taste smoky because of the fire that it's being cooked on. I feel like it will, but that is thick and so dark from that muscovado sugar, which is super high in molasses. Such an interesting traditional way of making it. It's actually looking pretty tasty. I hope we can try some later on. Muscovado sugar, honey, and coconut milk to the sticky rice, and things are getting pretty sticky around here. They said it's going to be about another hour of mixing it like this, so in total it's about a 2-3 hour process, and once they're finished they put it inside and seal it in coconut shells. So I think we're going to leave them to it for now and continue exploring the bee farm. So they've even got a little gift shop here where they sell all the different things that they make here on the farm, all their organic sweets and treats and spreads, as well as purses and bags, and they make actually quite a few different things here. So it's a nice little gift shop to take a little browse through. Ooh, so this is the calamay that we saw them making earlier. It looked pretty tasty, so I think we're gonna need to buy one and try it out. Come on. Okay, just this, thank you. Alright, we've got our nice big hefty coconut to try. So let's find a nice spot to sit and try it out. Alright, we've got our little calamay bowling ball here. So as you can see, we've got this red piece of tape that I think we need to just undo and open up. See what's inside of this little puppy. You can see there the 2 halves of the coconut. Oh, look at that in there. It's spewing out. Oh, that's sticky. Oh man. Look at that. Oh my gosh. It's just everywhere. I don't know what to do with this. What is the bottom and what is the top at this point? Okay, so it feels like most of it's actually in this bottom section, but it's smaller than the top. So I'm just gonna looks like an alien or something. Oh my gosh. Okay, all right, here we go. We're dripping down. We're dripping down now. Let's shake it up. It is just like a molasses, sticky, sugary, thick, I don't know what, alien, like I said. Okay. Oh, all right. There we go. Okay, so.
Nice moves.
Here, thank you very much. Here's our calamay. We have broken into this calamay, which is super sticky. And this coconut is actually like packed. When you look at it, there's not much room for any space or air. And we just saw how incredibly sticky it is. I mean, look at that. That's incredible. That's crazy. Let's get a nice massive spoon of this. It's actually kind of hard to get a big spoon because it's just so sticky. Look at this. It has actually like a weird consistency that's beyond sticky. It's almost, it's the rice definitely which causes it. Look at that, because you think it's just the sugar or whatever, but that sticky rice just makes it super, super sticky. Look at that. It's like a whole other consistency. Okay, cheers. Okay, so, wow, that is so sticky. It actually sticks to everything it touches, so it's all over my lips, my mouth. I can feel it on my teeth, I think, too. That's so tasty, though. You can actually really taste the wood fire that it is boiled on. It's so smoky, and it almost has like a burnt sugary taste to it. That's actually really nice, though. You can really taste the muscovado because it has that strong molasses type flavor, but the consistency of it is honestly really crazy. It's so different. I was expecting it to kind of be like a thick sugar, but because of that sticky rice, it's just so thick, but it's also like smooth and velvety in your mouth. That is really different and weird. And I can see why you could have it on other things as a sweetener, but you can also just totally eat it on its own as a dessert. Oh my gosh. Even though it's sweet, it's not like you're eating just sugar because you have that sticky glutinous rice in there too. It's like eating the thickest peanut butter ever. Look at that. It just breaks off too. You see how sticky that is? It's really cool to try this calamay here because this is such a popular thing to eat in Bohol. And I just love how it's served in the coconut. And I also can't get over how much you actually get inside of this. We've been eating away, we're not even halfway done this half, and there's more here. So this little guy is packed with this sticky, tasty dessert. You're so thick. That was actually a really fun experience. We definitely recommend coming here if you're ever in Bohol. All right, now let's hop on our ride and head to the next spot. Let's go.
Wow, that was so cool. We were just at the Tarsier sanctuary and we had to be super quiet because they're actually nocturnal animals, so they sleep during the day, but they're actually only found in 3 countries, Indonesia, Malaysia, and here in the Philippines. So it was super special to see them here on the island of Bohol. And it's nice that they have the sanctuary here because tarsiers are actually endangered animals, so you get to see them in a nice natural environment. And they're so small, like they're the size of my palm. Just fluffy, sleepy little animals. It's so cool. Okay, so the Tarsier Sanctuary is one of a few top spots to visit here in Bohol. So we're gonna head off now to see the #1 attraction here on the island. This should be really fun.
We have made it to the chocolate hills, and you can see behind me there are all these beautiful, almost perfectly shaped hills, and they're actually formed by uplifted coral deposits that have just eroded over the years by streams and everything to create these almost perfectly conical shaped hills. And they're usually brown during the dry season, which is why they're called chocolate hills, but it's pretty wet right now, so they're green, more like matcha hills. But honestly, either way, chocolate or green, brown, matcha, whatever, they are beautiful and definitely one of the sights to see here in Bohol. We're just back in the kitchen now at Panglao, and we are going to be trying their adobo canving, which is adobo goat. We've got all the ingredients here for the adobo, as well as this kilo of goat meat.
Oh my gosh.
Look at that. That smells rich. This is going to be tasty. I can't wait to try it and see how this is made.
A little bit of what? Garlic.
Seasoning. Ginger. Black pepper. Bay leaf. Calamansi. Oh wow, look at that lemongrass punch.
So we've got the goat boiling here with all the ingredients, and they pressure cooked it for about 15 to 20 minutes beforehand. This goat is young, so it didn't need that long.
Coconut. Coconut wine. Tuba. Here's our adobo chef Martin.
Hi. Hello. Shout out to my wife of Pagbilaran.
Green onion. Wow. Wow.
Crayfish, shrimps, and squid.
Oh wow.
All we need to do is put it here. The scallops, the crabs. And make those. We have all the flavors in there. We have a local craft beer made in Bohol.
Wow.
This one is more stronger compared to this one.
All right, so we got a little brews for our meal here.
Nice. Thank you. Salamat po. Daghan salamat.
You're welcome.
We came here for their adobo goat because it is a very popular dish here, and it looks like they have graciously made us a massive feast to try. Everything looks delicious, but before all the food comes out, we have been given some local beers to try. Do you see this guy? This is one of the Tarsiers. So I've got an India Pale Ale. I think Chris has got an English Pale Ale.
American
Pale Ale, sorry. So
Cheers. Mabuhay.
Cheers, mabuhay. Ooh. Oh wow, that's really nice. That's pretty hoppy. A nice, strong flavored beer. This is tasty. This is shaping up to be a pretty darn good meal so far, and we haven't even started eating yet.
This is our best seller here.
Wow.
Oh my
We
goodness.
call it the fisherman's catch.
Fisherman's catch.
It's a mixed seafood.
Wow.
That is quite the catch. Look at the size of this plate of seafood.
That is a platter.
It truly is a fisherman's catch. It is just a massive platter. Wow. Flaming, sizzling sisig. Our huge feast has arrived. Everything looks and smells incredible. I definitely need to start with this adobo goat though, because it just smells and looks so good. So let's push this massive fisherman's catch off for Chris for now, and I'm going to take this here for myself. Look at this meat. Super tender looking. Looks like it's just about to, yep, fall off the bone there. Look at that. Oh, wow.
Such a nice color too.
So nice and brown from that adobo. I'm gonna dip it in some of this nice sauce we've got here. Just go for it. That is so incredibly tender. Oh my gosh. And the flavors of that adobo is really, really nice. It's rich. Has a bit of a vinegary flavor to it, but the goat itself is not overpowering in flavor. The owner Vince was saying that they use the tuba, the coconut wine, to bring down the flavor and any smell from the goat meat. And honestly, I don't smell anything or taste anything super overpowering. That is just so tasty and flavorful. Wow. Look at how tender that meat is there. On this plate, we have an actual kilo of goat, and there's all the different cuts of the goat. We've got these little tiny ribs here, actually. This looks like, oh my gosh. Oh, it's the foot. It's the hoof. Okay, I'm definitely gonna need to try a bite of this. Look at this guy. You can see his little hoof there. Oh, that is very tender. A little fatty and kind of gelatinous too. That is tasty. So nice to have an adobo dish. The adobo here in the Philippines is always just so good, and that's the way of cooking it, as well as the dish, the adobo with the vinegar. But it's so nice having it with goat too. It's so unique and flavorful. You like how all the veggies are put in at the end, so they're nice and crunchy still. This is so rich and flavorful. We got a little bit of rice here to go with it all.
Like a true Filipino.
Oh, that really absorbs that adobo. As incredible as this dish is, and I could just sit here and eat this whole massive plate to myself, I'm gonna need to move on to this sizzling sisig before it gets cold, because that looks so good too. Next up, we have our sizzling sisig, which was actually made tableside. And what makes their sisig here so special is the creamy sauce that they pour on top is made of pork, beef, and goat brains to add an extra creaminess to the dish. This looks tasty. Look at that. Got nice chunks of onion there with the meat. Looks so good. Cheers. Everything that was on the bottom on that hot plate is so crispy and crunchy. It almost has like a soft chicharron flavor to it. The creaminess of it is so nice, and the taste with the onions, very flavorful. I'm just gonna squeeze a little bit of calamansi on here, because calamansi is definitely something you need with any sisig. And Vince, the owner, suggested that we put some of this sauce on as well, which I'm not too sure what it is. It says it's chili mansi. Ooh. Okay, let's just put a little bit on, because this might be spicy. All right. The addition of the calamansi and that chili mansi is really nice too. Gives it that citrusy but also a bit of a spicy flavor. It has all the nice textures of your typical sisig, the soft cheek meat and crunchy ear and face meat. I just can't get over how creamy it is with that brain sauce pretty much. This is super, super tasty.
With any sisig, you need to have a beer with it, so here.
Thank you. Thank you, Chris. Cheers.
Local Bohol beer.
Cool. Now that is a good combo. Love these little tarsiers.
Onto this 3 kilo fisherman's catch here, and this legitimately is 3 kilos of seafood here. There is so much seafood. So what we have crabs, we have scallops, we have shrimp, wow, we have crawfish. There's just a whole ton of seafood here, 3 kilos worth. So let's dig in. Let's start with some of the crayfish. Look at this guy. Some decently sized crayfish, so let's get his head off. Suck all the delicious cholesterol and brain out. And to be honest, I just like to eat the shell because it's just easier. But wow, that taste, all of the sauce on this fisherman's catch is a Cajun sauce, so it's super garlicky. There's sesame seeds and a hint of spice from the chilies. So, let's get one of these scallops. Super meaty in there. Oh, so meaty, tender, juicy. Just cooked to perfection, not too firm like scallop should be. Oh, that's a good scallop. Oh my gosh, look. There's even squid here as well. Look at that. Oh my gosh. The shrimp. Nice huge shrimps here. Look how big those are. Again. The shrimps just soak up that Cajun sauce. Oh, wow, we actually have 2 crabs here too. Look at that. They're decently sized crabs too. Oh my gosh. Wow. Last but not least, let's dig in to this crab that we got here. That crab, so delicious. I like imitation crab meat, but when you have real crab meat as well, so soft, almost creamy, like, This has been so awesome. We have to end with an ultimate Jose's Panglao bite. A little bit of the sisig, the goat, and the seafood platter. Perfection. Okay, that completes the ultimate. So we are here in the kitchen of Just Sizzlin', and we're here with Chef Jason, and he's gonna show us how to cook the very special Bohol dish called chicken hinalang or halang-halang, right? Halang-halang. Oh, perfect. All right. Thank you so much. Dagan salamat.
Sorry, just only for a minute. Just please a little bit. Garlic, add onion. Need to add the chili right now.
Bell peppers.
So we need to stay a bit. We will not overcook this one. The meat.
Chicken. Spring onion.
The aswete.
Ashwete oil. For the coloring.
Yes, the
Ashwete oil.
water. To make it boil the water. And then you put one.
Extra flavor.
Yeah.
Extra spice. Oh, coconut milk.
Yeah.
Wow. So here we have our chicken hinalang or halang-halang, and actually what halang means in Filipino is spicy, so it's like spicy. Oh, and this honestly smells incredible. We love the use of the coconut milk in this dish and all of the other spices, especially the ginger, so this just looks and smells incredible, and this awesome yellow-orange color here. Wow, let's dig in. You can see the huge pieces of chicken in this chicken hinalang here, and just look at the color of the sauce here. The use of that ashwete oil really gives it that nice orangey red color here. Wow. It is so hot in this sizzling plate as well. Oh, that sauce, oh my gosh. So creamy. That coconut flavor just bursting with that coconut milk. Oh, pretty spicy as well, actually, from the use of the chilies, but oh man, that is tasty. The mix between the spicy and the coconut milk is just the perfect blend of flavor. The pepper, the ginger as well. You can really taste that ginger in there, but I can't get over that soup, that broth, this sauce. It's so good. Let's get a nice dunk with with our rice here into the sauce as well. Let's just soak up that rice there.
Douse it.
Wow, look at that. That rice just soaks up this delicious coconut sauce. And this halang-halang is actually a local dish here in Bohol, so it's really nice to try this in Bohol here at Just Sizzlin'. You can just see all of the delicious fresh vegetables that's used there, the bell peppers, the chilies, the spring onion, the red onion. Wow, so much chicken in this dish though, just huge fat pieces of dark meat chicken, so juicy. And like Jason was saying, the chicken actually has infused and absorbed all of the spices, the chilies, and of course that coconut milk flavor into the chicken, so it does make it so tender and juicy and just succulent as well. That sauce though definitely makes this dish spicy, creamy, just perfect. Oh wow, thank you so much. Daghang salamat. Oh wow. And of course, to go with our spicy, when you're in the Philippines, you need to have a delicious mango shake here. So, cheers.
Cheers.
Mabuhay. That's a refreshing drink to go with our spicy chicken hinilang here. That's actually the ultimate combo. Nice sweet mango with our spicy coconut milk chicken. Oh, that's so good.
Perfect combo.
The yummiest combo.
All right, that does it for our food tour here in Bohol. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you're interested in any of the places that we visited today, then make sure you check out the description box below for all the location information. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like and make sure you subscribe to our channel to keep caught up on all of our food adventures. We're hungry to travel, and we'll see you next meal.